Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and another episode and another race with my F1 2019 mod. Today we are here for the Chinese Grand Prix and pretty much a tribute to the race number 1000 of the sport that is Formula 1. Basically, you could call it Formula 1000. And today guys, we're racing, like I said, with the 2019 mod. If you guys want to download it for yourselves on PC, there's a link down below in the description for you guys to go check it out and test it out whenever you would like. If you guys do go on to enjoy the video, drop a like and subscribe if you are new. Today we are racing as the most successful driver on the current grid, as you can tell by the thumbnail, Mr. Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes, who are currently also the defending champions in both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships. And I thought it was fitting that we had the most successful combo on the grid, and we used them for this big milestone race. Now we're going to be starting from P6. It's a 25% race, so hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy it. Let me tell you, I've already recorded the race, I can tell you it's an absolutely incredible race, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. And yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with a mustache Sebastian Vettel, and I'm going to leave you guys with the race. Enjoy guys, and like the video and subscribe if you're new.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Hamilton, Stroll, Magnussen, Van Dorn and Sergio Perez, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Roman Grosjean and Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Hartley, Sergei Sirotkin and Marcus Ericsson. Ocon and Fernando Alonso starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Right guys, here we are then on the grid for the race as Lewis Hamilton for Formula 1000, you could say, and let's see how this goes. We start from 6th place on the 3rd row, and hopefully we can have a little bit of fun, and it's a good race to commemorate the actual milestone in the real life race, of course. And as you guys know, as I said before, racing is Lewis Hamilton, and I think it's fitting, you know, as the most successful driver on the current grid to be racing for this milestone race. So for today, a one-stop strategy is on the cards, ultras onto the softs, pretty straightforward, no rain expected, and fuel-wise we are carrying 1.5 laps extra fuel. So pretty much the target is simple. I want to try and win this race. I think it is doable, so we're going to try and start off strong, get an aggressive lap 1, a good start hopefully, and not lose many positions, and then try to make our way through the field. With that being said, let's just jump into it here for this race here at the Chinese Grand Prix, and let's see how things go. Right, here we go. Let's build up the revs, get them into the sweet spot as we get ready for the 5 red lights here at Shanghai. Lights are on, and they are off. Away we go. It's a good start. Leclerc gets a good start as well. Gasly with a poor one in the Red Bull into turn 1. We have to just back out the first phase to not get our nose swiped off there by Pierre Gasly. Down the inside though of Pierre into turn 2. Now turn 3. Can we go around the outside of the Red Bull? Do we have enough grip early on? Side by side. A little bit of contact there with Gasly, but we are going to go around the outside at turn 3. Now through turn 4 down towards turn number 5. We're going to hold the inside line here, run a little bit wide on entry to try and squeeze out Gasly, and there we go. Moved on straight away up at the P5. Myself and Leclerc getting the best starts it seems, and Sebastian Vettel leading the way in front of Valtteri Bottas, the porridge boss, the man that actually put the Mercedes on pole in qualifying today. So let's see how this race goes straight away. The Silver Arrow feeling pretty lively, pretty quick, which I like. Feels good to have a car that's nice and quick and feels sharp on lap 1, so a welcome change as we just go down 1 gear too many there into that left-hander. But now to the back straight, let's see what kind of exit we get. I'm pretty good on exits here, and once again we've had a good exit here. As you can see, as I said, I'm pretty good on traction through the banking, and we've got a run on Leclerc, but you can see the Ferrari with the extra straight line speed that they have, which is what Mercedes talk about. We're struggling here at full engine mode to get any kind of momentum on Charles Leclerc. We are going to go down the inside at the hairpin and just get it done with that DRS, but you can see even with the toe, Leclerc was so quick on the straight there. Either way, lap 1 draws to a close, and we're up at the P4, and it's a great opening lap here in this race for Formula 1000. And up next is Max Verstappen in the Red Bull, so let's try and build towards hunting him down. Strategy is going to play a key part today as well in terms of undercuts and overcuts, so let's see how that one kind of shakes out. But for now, we're P4 in this race, on the cusp of a podium already after 1 lap. Battles behind as Gasly and Leclerc are actually squabbling out for P5. Meanwhile, Bottas was defensive and taking the defensive line into the hairpin on the back straight from Verstappen, as we've got a strong pace here. We're starting to really close in on these guys. We're a bit wide there through turn 1. We're going to come back low for turn 2, but not close enough. But the pressure mounts on Bottas here, and he's seemingly struggling for pace early on in his Mercedes. He had a good opening lap, but after that he seems to be on the back foot a little bit, and both myself and Verstappen are putting the pressure on, so let's try and get past him if we can. Okay, then we're within range, well within DRS this time. The only problem is we don't have that much ERS, and it doesn't really save that much, so we might just have to pick up a natural toe here. I'm going to use overtake up until the DRS line, then I'm going to have to cut overtake DRS short and go back down to standard. We are gaining on Verstappen though. Verstappen's gaining on Bottas. Is anything going to happen here into the brake zone? Verstappen does go defensive slightly. I'm just going to sit behind him for now. I'm not going to rush into an overtake. We've got plenty of laps to make this happen. Sebastian Vettel is pulling away, but not by a major amount, so we have got time on our side. There it is, through the final corner, picking up the run. And we've got the momentum here on Verstappen. We're going to go to the inside. He refuses to go defensive, and this is going to give me the opening that I need for the move into turn 1. There it is, a little bit wide. Oof. We've just tapped the grass. Oh no, we've gone for a spin. Not good. I'm going to try and rejoin the racetrack if I can, quickly. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. We've completely lost it. Disaster strikes in Formula 1000, and we've lost the rear end here, and we are right at the back of the pack. Oh dear. Well then, that's completely changed this race now. P17. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right. Well, you know what? I'm actually not too disappointed, because look at that train of cars. I like a challenge, and I'm looking forward to this. This is going to make for a very fun second half of the race. Right then, into the hairpin. My left rear is overheating because of that constant wheel spinning. But we are going to come in. This is going to be interesting now, because we've got the best pit box in the house. We get the first one. So once we serve our pit stop, we shouldn't get held up by anybody here. So here we go. Let's get it all slowed down to the 80. Make sure we don't speed. There we go. Good entry. And we've got a lot of cars here. So let's see what we do. Kvyat is out of the race in the Toro Rosso. Come on, boys. Nice quick stop. 2.8. Not the best one. We don't get held up, though. And I think other cars are going to get held up here. Can we get a few places? Yes, we do. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. So a quadruple overtake in the pit lane. That's the beauty of having the first pit box. And if you don't get held up, you can pull away, as we have a little bit of lag there, a little bit of screen freezing, but we are away nonetheless. Back up to speed. And we're P14 now on the soft compound tyres. Now we need a strong outlap here for the undercut. It has to be strong. We need to be passing Hulkenberg by the end of the lap. So let's get onto the full beans. Rich mix enabled for the outlap, and let's try and push here straight away. Valtteri is in the pit lane, so he's going to be followed by a lot of other cars. Pretty much all of those that haven't done their pit stops yet. I'm maximising the outlap here by using overtake on the back straight. We got Perez and Hulkenberg here, former teammates, going to battle as we start to close the gap. I think I'm just going to miss out on DRS here into the pit straight. Yeah, we do. I don't think we pick it up, unfortunately, but still a strong outlap. Track extension warning. And look at this, loads of cars leaving the pit lane, including a Ferrari here of Charles Leclerc. And look at how much time he's lost. I'm going to try and use the fact he's on cold tyres. I'm going to swing underneath. There we go. And get past. So we're back into the top 10. It was a strong outlap as we almost hit the back of Hulkenberg there. I had to evade and actually turn away, but we've made good progress, good recovery. The outlap was strong. The pit lane phase was absolutely perfect. And we're now back into the top 10. And you can see visually that we're not that far off of pretty much best of the rest. Norris there, a little bit slow in the McLaren, struggling to get up to speed. And that's going to put us right on the back of Nico Hulkenberg here in the Renault. A little bit of dirty air kicking in there though, through the fast left. I'm going to try and go around the outside of Hulkenberg here, which will become the inside for the next corner. Can we pick it up? We're going to go for the squeeze. There it is. Aggressive move, but we make it work. And we're now P9. Up next, Sergio Perez. Let's try and get a good exit out of the banking, which I know I can do. Get ourselves set up for the back straight and see what the racing point and straight line speed is like. We have to get off the power a little bit, but there we go. We get alongside and we power past, and now I'm going to pick up the DRS. So thank you very much, Sergio. He's actually going to try and re-overtake me here, and he does so. That racing point doing well for straight line speed. I'm going to try and pick up another toe. Down the inside though, at the hairpin again, using first gear. We're going to return the favour. And there we go, P8, good progress. And the recovery is working beautifully so far. Up next, Lando Norris. Let's go get him. Getting very close to Norris there, almost at the back of him. But we are flying at the minute. These tyres are so much better than the Ultra Softs. They are more resilient. You can lean on them a lot more. And I'm starting to feel the pace. Let's just try and set ourselves up now again through here. We can maybe get a 2 for 1 here. I'm not really sure what Norris's straight line speed is like in McLaren. But here we go through the banking. Get the power down nice and early. We're going to get a beautiful run on Norris all the way down the straight here. We're going to pull to the inside actually. And that McLaren is struggling for straight line speed, surprisingly. As we have DRS, I'm going to try and put a little bit of drag off of Stroll there, but we're not actually fast enough to go for a move into the hairpin. However, if we stay close enough, we should be able to get a run onto the pit straight. Just got to nail this final corner. There it is, little tap of the bollard, but that's okay. Here we go. We know how fast that racing point is in a straight line, but we're okay. I'm going to go to the inside. This time I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm going to try and keep a tighter line. There we go. That's better. Also, I've got better tyres as well, so the front left just gripped up so much more than the last time. P6 then. 2 more cars to go, and we're back where we were. Kevin Magnussen up next. Let's go get him. Okay, I think we have just managed to nick some DRS off of Magnussen there. Have we done it? Yes, we have. I'm in full engine modes and full power here. I'm about to run out of ERS, so I need to try and use it wisely. We've got the run on Magnussen. Here we go. We're going to pull to the inside. We'll pretty much go equal on brakes into the hairpin, but we pick up the inside line. And we are through, and we are past Kevin Magnussen. I'm going to keep the car in non-ERS mode here because I want to try and save some battery for when we attack Pierre Gasly. But now P5, 1 more car to go, and we are back where we were before the spin. Right then, we've got loads of ERS to deploy. Yellow flag on the back straight, and we're now within a second of Pierre Gasly, so this is going to be the lap now. We're going to try and launch an attack on the Red Bull and try and get past him. And I don't think we'll be able to get anything else other than P4 in this race. I've got a few laps though to try, so that's exactly what we will do. There we go then, we are within range of Gasly. Yellow flag on the back straight. Meanwhile, I should have DRS. Power down through the banking. We don't really get that close. This is why we saved the full battery. And we've got a retirement here, and it's Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. Yellow flag zone as we gain on Pierre here. Look at the speed I've got. Can I get him into the brake zone? It's a green flag zone coming up. Slow it down. I'm a little bit hot on the brakes. Oh, bring it back. Gasly with the switchback. This is now for a podium here as Verstappen has retired. Into the final corner. Gasly, good defending. He holds on, but now I'm going to get the run. And this is going to be all she wrote here. We're going to go to the outside this time to secure the better line into turn 1. And there we go. We're P3 in this race. And what a recovery that is. Wow. Woohoo. What a race. I've enjoyed this. 21% race. And the spin was great because it just added so much more excitement to the race. We are P3 here in Formula 1000. Right, last lap of the Grand Prix. I'm about to run out of ERS, so I'm going to try and save that. Also, Rich Mix as well. We're about 2 seconds or second and a half a lap faster than Bottas, but I'm going to run out of laps to try and catch him, unfortunately. But still, we're looking good for this podium, so let's just bring it home. Right, then out the hairpin. Sebastian Vettel wins the Chinese Grand Prix. Bottas P2. Lewis Hamilton P3. Could there be a sign of things to come tomorrow? I guess we'll find out. But here we go across the line for Formula 1000, and we finish on the podium after starting stick, spinning twice, and coming back through the field in a 25% race. Really enjoyed that.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs. And that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and to stay out of trouble.
And now it's time to wind down and celebrate after that fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top 3, out onto the podium.
Right, so there we have it then. The final race results are in. Sebastian Vettel wins the Chinese Grand Prix, and to be fair, he was quite dominant in fairness. He had the good pace all race long, but I think I could have maybe challenged him had I not spun. Ultimately though, Bottas gets second, we get third, and we ran off the podium, making a double podium there for Mercedes. Pierre Gasly P4, Magnussen P5, best of the rest, actually beating Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. So Leclerc in a pretty miserable race, to be honest. Lando Norris P7 in the McLaren, good result for him. Kimi Raikkonen 8th, Lance Stroll P9, and Sergio Perez running at the points for P10 there for both of the Racing Point cars. Both Renaults miss out on points with Hulkenberg beating Ricciardo. Then we have Albon, Sainz, Russell, Giovinazzi, Kubica, and Grosjean 1 lap down, and Verstappen and Kvyat retiring from the Grand Prix. But that is going to be it, guys, for this race and this video with the F1 2019 mod. Like I said, if you guys want to download it for yourselves, you can by clicking the link down below in the description and check out the mod for yourselves on PC. If you did enjoy this video though, drop a like and also get subscribed if you are new for daily Formula 1 content, and finally check out these 2 videos on your screen if you have missed them. And fingers crossed Formula 1000 is as good as this race in terms of action, and hopefully it's a decent race. But that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. But until then, it's goodbye from me.